changing the spark plugs on this 2014 Equinox 2.4 liter. I've got about 153,000 miles on it. I've had it for 6.5 years. Got it with about 95,000 miles on it. And I replaced a spark plug shortly after I got it. So, what is that? About almost 60,000 miles or so since we got it. And I'm using AC Delco Iridium spark plugs, part number 41-108. I always like using the AC Delco OEM parts, especially on stuff like this for the engine. It's been a great car. I've had to replace the timing chain, but super reliable. And I just wanted to show you kind of what I'm working with as far as the process tools. I got these from Rock Auto for, I think they were about $6 each. And then you get shipping and all that. I think it was like just over 30 bucks. And then they send you this little magnet from Rock Auto. I like those, that site. I've used it several times. Super reliable. But I want to show you what I'm working with. So as far as access, right, what I typically do first is I pull off the airbox using I just found a small flathead screwdriver. You basically just unscrew this to the air filter box, which is here. And then down here where the throttle body is, that's where this kind of comes into play. So this attaches to this, and I use a flathead screwdriver here and here to take this box off. So let's get that out of the way. And then as far as the rest of it, the cover, this cover is like this, and there's basically, you just basically pull it off in a few different points. Pretty easy to do, but just be careful with it so you don't crack it or mess up any wiring. There's a couple posts here. I don't think that's attached. Actually, I think attached to this one, and then there's another one somewhere. But anyways, then you just gently pull that off in each corner to access the engine and the top of everything here. So I've got 3 spark plugs put in already. And as far as this process, so you take each one out for each cylinder. And I'm using a 10 millimeter 1/4 inch drive with an extension. And then you just take the 10 millimeter off each one, right? You want to make sure you don't get them confused with what's what. So I wanted to show you, I'm on the 3rd, I already did the 3rd cylinder, so I'm gonna be taking off the 4th, but look how nasty, right, versus new. So yeah, definitely time. I've noticed some rough starts too, and I just thought maybe it was just time to do it. Same part number, not to confuse anything. And then when you take this off, you have to take the oil filler cap off and then put it back on so nothing gets dropped in there. And then another tip too I use a towel, shop towel, to kind of clean out some of the throttle body. Since you're already here, easy access. A lot of that carbon gets built up there, so you'll notice an increase in hopefully throttle performance, fuel economy with all these little things that you're doing. I just checked the air filter. Air filter's fine. 16,000 miles, and it barely looks like it's dirty. It's been almost 2 years, so that's really good to go. But we do mostly highway driving, and we don't drive a ton. So that's kind of what we're working with. And then over here, I kind of laid everything out. So first cylinder, 2nd, 3rd, etc., and 4th. And then here's the screws. These are the 10-inch I was telling you about. I just don't want to confuse them and leave them in the same orientation, so it's easier to put back. And then I had some throttle body that I'm using since I'm here. And then I'm going to probably do the mass airflow sensor cleaner as well, just as a precautionary maintenance item. But that's pretty much what we're working with. So now let's take off this last one, this last spark plug. I already broke them loose. And you just want to gently pull up right here. And then I got 2 different 5/8 spark plug sockets here. Just got 2 different ones on a 3/4 inch drive with the extension. So that's kind of what I'm working with. And then I'm going to torque it down to specs after, I think 13 to 15 pounds. So I'll do that after. Just go nice and slow. These are in there pretty good, so they're a ways down, I should say. And then when I'm getting closer, I could take off the ratcheting part and just loosen it by hand. Same process going backwards. And then I'll get my torque wrench out and tighten everything. Okay, so it's harder to get. Sometimes you may have to. Okay, there we go. So there we go. So yeah, kind of old, kind of nasty. Let's replace it with the new one. This will be the last one. So see if I can get in here. Closer look. Here we go. Just hand tighten it. Need to get some better automotive gloves. These things just shred. As soon as you start to feel that there's resistance, you can ratchet it. I don't go too tight. Then I'll get my torque wrench out. Okay. Got my torque wrench set to 15 foot-pounds. It's a 1/2 inch drive. Of course, I'll use the extension. You have to take the cap off for this process. Okay. Okay, and so on. Okay, now I'm just tightening these by hand, just the 10mm bolts to attach it, just by hand for now. Then I'll come back and tighten these down, put everything back. Okay, now everything's tightened, and then I'm ready to reassemble everything else. All right, so we got the cover. Careful with this vacuum hose here. Sometimes they're really brittle, so you don't want to break them. Get out of the way. Hardest part is just lining these up sometimes. Just kind of hammer it in like that, gently. Okay. So I got the cap back on, covers back on, nice and snug. And then line this up here to the airbox, and then same underneath here where the throttle body is. Let's see, I'm about to adjust this a little bit. So I'll adjust it down here. All right, so sometimes it just takes a little finagling, but you want to make sure it's on there tight. I'll screw that down. And then up here, same thing, you want to make sure there's no leaks or anything. No gaps. I have to reseal this a little bit, and then I'll tighten it down. Sometimes these hose clamps just get in the way a little bit. Okay, so now that I have that put together, everything's sealed up. Take my flathead screwdriver, tighten these hose clamps down underneath and here, make sure it's all sealed well. You know, while you're here too, you may want to check your air filter like I just mentioned. Mass airflow sensor is right here. I'll do that. I just don't feel like doing it right now. Got some errands to run. But that's it for now. Hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.